Now you come to some exercises in percentage, which is actually a test of how well you understand the concepts. So there are no numbers here. If you know the concept, you will be able to answer the question. Otherwise, it will require a bit of thinking. So it's not for everybody, but if you feel up to it, try doing these. First, let's just keep a few things very simple and straight so that you understand. A very common example of increase, for example, the old amount is this brown bit here, the brown circle, suggesting an old amount, which is, say, a certain price. And if you add the actual increase to the old amount, you'll of course get the new amount. So the way this is shown in real life is that the old amount is usually called the cost price. That's the price or the cost of making something in a factory, for example, a football. How much does it cost you to produce a football in a factory? That's the cost price. Then you increase that cost by a certain amount, and that increase is called your profit because you want to make a profit on it. So when you add on your profit to the cost of production, you get the new amount, which is called the selling price. That's how it works. An example of decrease is, of course, you've got the old amount, which is actually the price at which you were selling something first, but then you decided to decrease the price. For example, you've got an old racket and you decide to sell it at a lower price because it's used. And so the new price or the new amount is what you get after you decrease the old price. So the old price is called the selling price. That means you were selling it at that original price. And then you decided to put up a sale, so you offer a discount, if you like. That means a reduction in the price. And so the new price is called the sale price. So those are the very common ways of showing increase and decrease in percentage. So you can see that the selling price is the beginning point here for reducing the price and selling it at a sale price. Okay, you got that. Now here's the exercise. Here are all the amounts given, not in dollars, but just as an idea. So all the colored ones represent the idea of a cost or a certain amount. So this is the old amount, this is the actual increase, this is the actual decrease, this is the percentage change, and of course the new amount. So if I show you this, what does this mean to you? Now look at this. The brown one is the old amount. From that, you take away the black bit, which is the new amount. If from the old amount you take away the new amount, it suggests that the old amount is bigger than the new amount. This new amount must have been smaller. That means you are actually reducing the price. The old price, if the new amount is lower, that means you sold the new amount at a lower price, which means the difference won't be an increase, the difference will be a decrease. So you'll say it's a decrease. Because the old amount was large, the new amount was smaller, so you've obviously reduced the price, which means the difference is bound to be a decrease. That's how you answer the question. Okay, what about here? The new amount minus the old amount. Now, obviously, the part that you're taking away is smaller than the one from which you're taking it. So the new amount was large, and the old amount is reduced, has become less. So the new amount has become big, which means you're adding on. So you're actually increasing the cost or increasing the price. So if you want to find the difference between the old and the new amount, and the new amount is more than the old amount, that means you increase the price. So the answer to this is the green one here. This is suggesting an increase. Do you get it? That's the idea. Okay, what about here? Tell me. Old amount, take away a new amount. The old amount was larger than the new amount. Will that suggest a decrease or an increase? Very good. Okay, now that difference over the old amount, would that be this, an increase over the old amount, or a decrease over the old amount? This fractional change. What do you think? Old one is bigger, the new one is smaller, so obviously it's a decrease. This would be a decrease over the old amount. Excellent. Now this change, is this a fractional change if it's shown this way, or is that a percentage change? That's right, it's a fractional change. And what will you do to turn this into a percentage change? So you will write red over brown times 100% and you get the percentage change. So that's the kind of questions you're trying to answer. Okay, try this one. Black minus brown, which means the new amount take away the old amount, the difference between the new amount and the old amount. Obviously, the new amount is larger than the old amount, which means you increase the price. You're going to make a profit. So there's an actual increase between these two, right? So if I say this over this, would that be an increase over the original amount or decrease over the original amount? What do you think? Yes, it's an increase over the old amount. That's right. Now, is this increase a fractional increase or a percentage increase? Yes, it's a fractional increase. If you want to turn this into a percentage increase, what do? You take this fractional increase over here and multiply it by 100% and you get the percentage increase. Great, you're doing well so far. What about these three items here? All reflect difference. The difference between the old and the new. It could be the actual increase, it could be the actual decrease, and that over the original amount times the percent, you'll get the percentage change. Now, if I show you this, we know the old amount, that is given. We know the new amount, that is given. We need to find the percentage change. What do we do to find the answer? If the old and the new amount is given, and we need to find the percentage, and if I tell you that the change is an increase, that's also given, then how will we find the change? Will we take the old amount minus the new amount? Or will we take the new amount minus the old amount? Will we take this over this? And if we take this over this, which means the new amount, which is larger than the old amount, suggests an increase. So this over the old amount is definitely a percentage change. But is this an increase in percentage or fractional increase? Or is this a fractional decrease? Yes, it would be a fractional increase. And if I multiply it by 100%, then I get the percentage change or the percentage increase. Okay, what if I know this, and I also know that it's an increase. So we know the old amount, we know the percentage change, we also know it's an increase. How will we find the new amount? How will we get to the new amount? Well, if we know the percentage change is an increase, it must be an increase on the old amount. So we must have increased the old amount by a certain percentage. So let's work out this percentage of what? We take this percentage of the old amount. That's right, that's what we take. And the moment we take that, we will get the increase. Now, once we've got the increase, we add it to the old amount. Now that we found this, add that to the old amount, and we will get the new amount. And that's how we get this unknown. You got it? Good. Let's try another one. Here's the old amount. This is known. You're given the old amount. You're given the percentage change. You're told it's a decrease. You have to find the new amount. Now, if it's a decrease, you know that the percentage change will be a decrease of the old amount. So if you take percentage of the old amount, this percentage of the old amount, and if the answer is a decrease, then the actual decrease will be shown right there. So if you take away this amount, because it's a decrease, from the old amount, right? Now that you know what the decrease is, so you take the old amount, remove the actual decrease, you will get the new amount. And that's the answer. That's how you think about word problems when you get them, which is what we're going to do more and more as we go deeper into this journey. So go over this video one more time just to make sure that your thinking, the way your mindset has developed and the way your mind thinks about percentage problems is actually quite accurate. If you've got that really sorted out, you won't have any problems with the numbers. That's the easiest part. So take care, have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.